The following program is a special presentation of Fox 8.
Season's greetings, everyone, and welcome to my Kickin holiday special. You know, holidays are very special, especially this year. So get a piece of paper, grab the kids, sit back, and relax and enjoy the show. Our first stop, Playhouse Square. For the first time ever, the Radio City Christmas Spectacular has come to Cleveland. It will be at the State Theater through December 30th. Now, this is what I call a real Christmas present. Meeting the world-famous Rockettes. How did you get started?
Well, I went to the audition in Los Angeles for the Radio City Rockettes, and I was called in July to be part of the cast here in Cleveland.
Oh, it must have been a real thrill.
Absolutely. It's been an exhilarating experience being a Radio City Rockette, and the Radio City Christmas Spectacular is such an incredible show. It's wonderful to be a part of it.
When you were younger, did you dream of being a Rockette?
Absolutely. I've been tap dancing since I've been 6, and dancing ever since, and I auditioned, and I'm so thrilled to be part of the cast here in Cleveland. The Radio City Christmas Spectacular is an absolutely wonderful show here at the beautiful State Theater. You should all come down and see it.
Thanks. We're going to have more with the Rockettes in a little bit, but our next stop is the Avenue at Tower City. Every year during the holidays, Tower City turns into a magical holiday wonderland.
My wife and I believe in, treating our child to all the best that Cleveland has to offer, and obviously Tower City and their pageant that they put on every year is great. We love it.
Here's what happens. The fairy godmother sprinkles her magic fairy dust and taps the toy soldier with her magic wand, and the toy soldier comes to life. The soldier leads the rest of his storybook friends down the staircase. And they sing, dance, and interact with the children in the audience. There's Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Red Riding Hood, even Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Just so much fun. The people are great, and everyone just it brings so much spirit to the holidays, and everyone just has a blast.
The Toy Soldier Show goes on every weekend through Christmas, and it's free. Parents and children of all ages will be delighted by the show.
Every year it's great. This is our first year we get to spend with our son. We'll be 1 year old on January 1st, so it's exciting for him and us.
Do you remember the Twigby shop? Well, it still exists here in Tower City.
Come on in, Twigby!
So we went inside to take a peek. The idea of the Twigby shop is for kids to shop without their parents.
You see something your mommy might like?
The children can pick out a gift from mom and dad, their brothers and sisters, or any other member of their family. The gifts are fairly inexpensive, too. And we didn't forget about Santa. He's here at Tower City, finding out what children want on their Christmas list. He's also taking some time away from the North Pole to pose for pictures with the little ones. Does the name Bruce the Spruce ring a bell? He's the Christmas tree that actually talks to you.
What's your name? My name's Bruce the Spruce.
Bruce is still talking away to anyone who'll listen.
Happy holidays, Neil.
Did he say happy holidays, Neil? Well, we certainly had fun at Tower City. We hope you'll be able to, too. There's something here for everyone. Holiday entertainment, beautiful decorations, Santa Claus, and shopping all under one roof. You can log on to TowerCityCenter.com for the holiday schedule of events. Our next holiday one-tank trip is Ohio's largest year-round Christmas store. Let's see what's new this year.
Well, we have approximately 200 trees that are decorated.
It's called 'Tis the Season, and this unusual round building contains nearly 25,000 square feet of holiday displays. They've got every kind of Christmas tree in the world in here. In fact, you say you've got something in the family that's a little bit strange. How about an upside-down Christmas tree that hangs from the ceiling? And that's not all.
Well, we carry 120 different ones. 120 different lights.
And that includes everything from little lights that resemble marshmallows and s'mores to this state-of-the-art tree with built-in lights. Joanne says the fastest growing segment of her business is personalized decorations, where people have names or dates put on a variety of Christmas items. Another big seller is a device that makes it snow over your own Christmas tree.
You can hook this up to your own tree. It does need to be a slim tree, and it cannot be more than 7.5 feet tall.
And you can't play with the snow.
And you can't play with the snow unless you're Neil Zurcher.
The store is very aptly named 'Tis the Season, except their holiday season goes all year long. You can see what the latest holiday decorations are this year, and it's only a one-tank trip away.
Hey, Neil, what's next?
Well, coming up on my Kickin holiday special, we'll go behind the scenes of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. We'll also take you to a magical indoor wonderland, plus a holiday getaway for the two of you, and a one-tank trip to the North Pole. We'll be right back. Brought to you by your local Cadillac dealers. Take a look at some of Northeast Ohio's outstanding holiday light displays, courtesy of Skyfox. Hey, welcome back to my Kickin holiday special. We're here with the Radio City Rockettes, who are performing at the State Theater through December 30th. Troy, how do you keep your legs looking so good for this kind of an act?
Well, the Radio City Christmas Spectacular is here at the fabulous State Theater, and we do 300 kicks per show.
Oh, my God.
So that keeps the Radio City Rockettes, keeps our legs in plenty of shape.
Do you have to do any special training for that?
Well, we take ballet, we take tap, we take jazz, and we dance and get ourselves in shape before we start the production of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
Oh, my goodness. Troy, how many hours a day do you put into this?
Well, for the Radio City Christmas Spectacular, we actually spent 6 weeks in rehearsal and teching the show. And when we do that, we spend 8 hours rehearsing every day.
And then how many shows every day?
And then we have at least 2 shows a day. And on Saturdays here in Cleveland, we have 4 shows of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
You must be exhausted at the end of the week.
Well, we really enjoy performing in the Christmas Spectacular, and I'm sure everyone who comes to see it here in Cleveland will enjoy the performance as well.
I'm sure they will, too. Thanks, Troy. Hey, now it's time to go on another holiday one-tank trip.
The theme for us is, come be a kid again, if only for an hour.
And that is exactly what kids of all ages get to do here at the Lucas County Recreation Center in Maumee, Ohio. For at least 3 generations, the county has turned this auditorium into a winter wonderland, complete with child-sized trains.
A lot of the kids will get on the train, and you won't get them off. They want to go 3, 4, 5 times, ring that bell in the engine, and just keep going. There are over 50 different animated scenes that form streets and alleys in the auditorium, each one more enchanting than the last. And hey, they've got the big guy himself, Santa, live and in person. His reindeer are right over here. From the animated old woman in a shoe that has been a fixture here for over 60 years, to a brand new 17-foot Santa scope that gives little ones a peek at Santa and his reindeer, everything is meant to create holiday memories.
My son enjoys it, and I enjoy it, and it just recalls a lot of childhood memories. It wouldn't be Christmas without it. You have to visit it.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty good friends with Santa, so I'll put a good word in for you, okay?
From talking Christmas trees to silent dancing couples, the Children's Wonderland is open each day until New Year's Eve. It's closed on Christmas Day. She may be the most unlikely of Santa's elves, but Marcia Diedemeyer brings a smile, a feeling of the holiday season to people in all parts of the world.
Last year we canceled 135,000, and the year before it was
135,000?
135,000.
Each one by hand?
Each one by hand.
Marcia is the postmaster of this small northwest Ohio town, and she and her small staff cancel thousands of Christmas cards mailed to her from all over the United States. Marcia, you see, is postmaster of Rudolph, Ohio, and the post office has declared that this is an official reindeer postal station, so people mail their holiday cards here to be canceled with the official reindeer stamp. How do the cards get here? A lot of people drive them to the Rudolph post office. And there's a bonus when you bring the cards into the post office to be mailed. She gives you a cup of coffee and some cookies. Hey, can't beat that for Christmas. But if you'd rather mail them to Marcia to be canceled, that's okay too, but remember one thing.
All the cards have to be addressed and have sufficient postage on each card.
Marcia has the holiday spirit. She's been known to dig into her own pocket to come up with stamps for a card or two that didn't have the sufficient postage. And if you listen very closely, that stamp, stamp, stamp sounds almost like holiday music.
Yep.
Still ahead on my Kickin Holiday Special.
More of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. Plus, we'll show you more of Northeast Ohio's spectacular light displays and a place where polar bears swim right over your head. Then the falls turn into a festival of lights. We'll be right back.
Travel has been made possible by the Travel Line Hospitality Collection, featuring prestige transportation service, the Lawnfield Inn and Suites, a charming Victorian hotel located in Metter, and Travel Line Travel, Cleveland's premier travel company for over 40 years. Call 1-888-700-TRIP to speak to a Travel Line agent.
Take a look at some more of the outstanding holiday light displays in Northeast Ohio.
Hey, welcome back. We're here again at the State Theater with the Radio City Rockettes. Rhonda, how many costume changes do you make in a day in the show?
Well, we have approximately 8 costumes per show in the Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
And you have a lot of time in between to change?
Well, sometimes we only have less than a minute to change costumes.
Do you do your own hair and makeup in this too?
Yes, we do. We do our own hair and makeup.
Now, in one of the acts, real live animals are on stage with you. What's it like appearing with animals?
Well, the animals are a living nativity scene, which is an absolutely inspirational part of the show. And we really enjoy working with the animals in the Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
And when the four-legged stars arrived at Playhouse Square, they received a special blessing from Auxiliary Bishop Roger Grease from the Catholic Diocese of Cleveland and Reverend Ken Chalker from the First United Methodist Church. The furry stars are featured in the living nativity scene, which has been a part of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular since way back in 1933.
Ladies, have you ever been to the real North Pole?
No.
Well, I'm going to show you what it's like right now on a special holiday one-tank trip.
How would you like to go to the North Pole, the real North Pole? You can do it and not have to go any farther than Michigan. This is the Detroit Zoo's newest attraction, the largest polar bear exhibit in the world, and it replicates a part of the North Pole where the bears live. It covers almost 5 acres with realistic tundra, with snow owls, and of course, polar bears.
But the most amazing thing here is you can go underwater and look up at the bears swimming above you.
This 70-foot-long tunnel made of clear lucite stretches across the bears' swimming pool, giving visitors a most unusual look at the polar bears in their natural element.
There's real ice and simulated ice. We have 300,000 gallons of salt water to simulate the open sea, so it's a pretty realistic experience.
When the polar bears take to the water, the tunnel is a hubbub of excitement.
They say they spend about a third of their time in the water, really? So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you kind of have to wait till they get in.
Above the pool is an exploration center where visitors can get an eye-level look at the bears, as well as a peek at the tunnel down below. The Arctic Ring of Life is open daily, and best of all, it's just a one-tank trip. If you and someone special is looking for a quiet, down-home getaway during the holiday season, we found just the place. It's called Hannah's House, Bed and Breakfast, in the heart of Ohio's Amish country.
December until the end of February, we have different packages that go with the Travis restaurant.
And that means that 2 of you can stay here at this luxury B&B for as little as $175, and that includes dinner, and there's more.
And if they want to stay a second night, it's $25 for the second night.
And that pushes the price down to $100 a night to enjoy a luxurious B&B in what has become the honeymoon capital of Ohio.
This is the King's Room. It's one of our honeymoon suites.
And when you check in, you can have cocoa and cookies in front of the fireplace in the living room.
And besides the hot cocoa and the cookies in front of the fireplace, well, when you get up the next morning, you're going to find this great breakfast waiting for you, all part of the price.
And remember, they're located right next door to a spa. If you really want to splurge, you and your partner can both be pampered. They have a package for that, too.
For a jacuzzi room, that would be $250, and that's for everything.
Hannah's House Bed and Breakfast, a great place to unwind over the holidays, and it's just a one-tank trip. Still to come on my High Kickin' Holiday Special, more of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. Plus, Lolly the Trolley takes us on a magical ride around Northeast Ohio. We'll be right back.
You can find more one-tank trips in Neil Zurcher's brand new book, Ohio Oddities, available in stores right now.
Brought to you by your local Cadillac dealers. Northeast Ohio lights up for the holidays. Some more of the spectacular displays, courtesy of Sky Fox. Happy holidays. We're back again with the Radio City Rockettes. Troy, how do you do that famous kick? Is there a secret to it?
Well, the Radio City Rockettes are famous for their eye-high kicks and their strut kicks. And the Radio City Rockettes have been around for 75 years as a part of the pretty much American tradition here. And we're performing in the Christmas Spectacular right here in Cleveland at the State Theater. And we'll be happy to show you some of those kicks.
No, I don't kick very high. Can I just watch you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead, ladies. Wow, thanks, ladies. Hey, how would you like to go on a holiday trolley ride?
Yeah.
Great. Let's do it right now on our next holiday one-tank trip. So you want to enjoy the lights of the season but don't want the hassle of driving? Try a Cleveland institution, Lolly the Trolley. Cheryl Paul has been showing Cleveland to visitors for 17 years.
This is the Holiday Lights Ride, and we have really 4 or 5 different ones that people can actually take.
On this holiday evening, we're aboard a trolley that will tour Public Square's lights and even make a stop at the historic old arcade, now a newly renovated Hyatt Hotel. After a short tour, we're back aboard for a quick trip out to the Cleveland Zoo. The lights are also on for the holidays. Here you can see animals created out of lights as well as the real thing.
To your right is the historical Wade Hall building. It was constructed in 1884.
And there's even more. The zoo has a great electric train display. And there's even live entertainment in one of the zoo buildings before a roaring fireplace. Lolly the Trolley has become a familiar sight around Cleveland and Northern Ohio. Besides the regularly scheduled tours, they also charter trolleys where you can design your own trip. Our final stop for the evening was here in Cuyahoga Heights at the home of Lee and Kathy Zemaya.
Oh, look at the Ferris wheel.
You've heard the old adage, they save the best for last? Well, look at this.
The Zemayas have literally swamped their small home and yard with hundreds of thousands of lights, animated figures, and flashing messages. They've been stopping traffic in their small suburb during the holidays for 20 years, as each year's lighting display became bigger and bigger. But sadly, this will probably be the final year that the Zemayas will put on the display. They're retiring.
I've done it for 20 years. We're both getting up in age. It's just that time in our lives, too.
Kathy, how's Christmas going to be if you don't have this?
It's going to be a big void next year, definitely.
But this year, the lights are still on, and people on our trolley ride this winter's evening found them to be just what they needed.
Oh, it was wonderful. We had a great time. Feel like a little kid again.
Cheryl Paul and Lolly the trolley may not be Santa and his reindeer, but they're a pretty good combination to enjoy Cleveland's holiday sounds and lights.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
That's right. We hope you all have a very merry, magical, and peaceful holiday. We leave you now with more of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
Merry
Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.